everybody. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're connecting from. Let me put my hat on. All right, welcome, everybody. Welcome to another episode of my show. It's a beautiful day. As you guys are coming in, thank you very much. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming. All right, let's know who is in the house. Who is in the house? Where are you connecting from? Let's know where your location is. Do we have Niger in the house? Niger people will be like around 10 o'clock right now. And then those people in the UK will be like 10 o'clock at night right now. Do we have Niger people in the house? Lagos, Minnesota, London, UK. All right. New Jersey, Ireland, in the Ikorodu in the house, Atlanta, Georgia, Germany in the house. Wow. You see what I'm saying? Another Niger, USA in the house. Pennsylvania, Lucia Rumire in the house, right here. Rosenborg, you're on your Sister Bimbo. That's my own very Sister Bimbo right there. Maryland in the house, Colorado in the house, Atlanta in the house, Lagos, Nigeria in the house. Wow. Atlanta, Kano, Ironio, Kano in the house, Maryland in the house. This is great. Ghana in the house, Akure in the house, Republic of Akure in the house, Florida in the house, London, UK, another USA in the house. Sister Bimbo is online. If you guys are looking to do your braidings or whatever, just get in touch with her. She'll do a good job for real. All right, Oxford in the house, Abuja Life in the house, Akure, Ibadan. Ibadan get internet, you don't know. Toronto in the house, Ogun State in the house, Russia, Moscow in the house, EU in the house. You see what I'm saying? Lagos State in the house. Odo Ogbolu in the house. Republic of Odo Ogbolu in the house. Toronto, Canada in the house. North Korea, Ironio in the Ibadan get internet. Where accuracy internet? Akute. Oh, Akute, not Akure. Okay, all right. Petersburg, USA, or Pittsburgh. I don't know how they call that stuff anyway. Dallas, Texas, Shokoto in the house. This is great. Okay. All right, let's leave that alone. South Africa in the house. Thank you very much for coming. I want to quickly just do this because I was reading through comments and then the lady came in my inbox to discuss with me. We received a letter. Cadbury in the house. That's good. We received a letter from a young lady who is actually going through a situation right now. And you see, one thing that I notice is that sometimes people just read stories and then they come from their own bitterness to give advice or suggestions to people. So thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for. Thank you for. Thank you very much for the stars, the badges, Bimbo. Thank you. You know, people just read. People just read messages and then they respond to people. Actually, based on bitterness, or probably they are looking for acceptance from men or looking for acceptance from women. So they will just kind of like way of turning the whole thing around just to suit some set of people and then make them feel good. So those people will see them to be good people, especially those ones that are looking for husband. When people are looking for husband, they will say all manners of things in support of men. So that those men will come and say, this one is a good person, this one is a good person. And then they go there until they finish marrying that one. Now they go now understand that women are the same. They're all asking for the same thing. They are looking for the same thing. All right. So we're going to read that message right now. And then we are going to break it down. And I will allow people to make calls. If you want to make phone calls, you can make phone calls. And then let's know what you think. Okay, let's know what exactly you think and what should be done in this kind of situation. You call me after the show. Yeah, okay, that's good. Call me after the show. I want to hear the good news and I'll be ready to take the money you want to give me. All right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to it. Let's get to it. Now, when we are talking about marriage, children, they are not part of marriage. Children are not part of marriage. They are just the blessing of marriage. I always say this, and I want us to listen to it. Uh, children, they are not part of marriage. I want us to get that again. Children, they are not part of marriage. They are just the blessing of marriage. After getting married, we will actually pray to God, say, Father, Lord, bless this union with children. Father, bless this union with children. And eventually God will bless the union, and then we'll have children. They are not part of it. So whenever we are having marital situations or marital conflicts and stuff, please don't involve children, and don't use children as a weapon of punishment or weapon to fight. You can't use children as a weapon to fight. Children are just there. They are actually on one side. Thank you for the badge. Adun Beula. Thank you very much for the badge. God bless you. I really appreciate that. You guys are not giving badges, or you guys are not giving me super blast on YouTube. Oh, I did look now on Facebook. You're not doing anything. You're not giving me stars. Oh, all right. I go to look now. Okay, one day I go start collecting offering. One day go be one day when I go start collecting offering. So you will see that some people are ignorant. They always use children to fight. They use children to fight, and the moment you start using children to fight, you are not wise. Some people, after separation or after divorce, they'll start preventing the other person from seeing their children. All right, and that's not the right thing. The kids are not part of your marriage. You don't use them as weapons to fight. You don't prevent the other person from seeing his children or a kid. They are just there, and they're just the blessing of marriage. And we have a responsibility. We have a responsibility over them that must be carried out. Either we're happy or we're not happy. Oh, you love your wife or you don't love your wife. You want your wife, you don't want your wife. You want your husband, you don't want your husband. The responsibility over the children must not be taken away. You must still be involved in your... You're still involved. You must still be involved in your kids' life. You must perform your responsibility over your children. You see, here in America, they enforce their child support because they know that so many times when you guys get divorced like that, then you bitterness is going to come in, and then you start thinking of how that other person will suffer, how the other person will suffer and stuff. So you will prevent that person from getting into your wallet and won't get nothing. I won't get nothing. Okay, so that's why they enforce that particular one, saying you must to pay child support, because those kids were there in heaven. You are the one to Shinobule. After Toshinobule, now the kids are here, and now you now want to use the kids as a weapon of punishment. You want to use them as a weapon of fight. You cannot. You can't make their mother suffer by making them suffer. You can't make their father suffer by making them suffer. You must do your responsibility over the kid as a father or as a mother. There is, the role of a father is different from the role of a husband. If you know you don't want the role of a husband anymore, you have to maintain that role of a father. If you know you don't want to be a wife anymore, you must maintain that role of a mother. It's very important. You cannot run from it. All right. If you hate this man so much, and you feel like, I don't like this guy, I hate this guy is a cunning man, you married him. You are the one that married the cunning man. Oh, this woman is a witch. You married the witch. You are the one that married the witch. It's got nothing to do with those kids. Those kids are there. Oh yeah, it's tough. Let me crack this joke before I go. It's not a joke, it's real, but it's just very funny. You see, there's this couple. It's a very funny couple. Whenever they want to have sex, they always do funny things. They do funny things, and the woman said every time he will say, "Kilo over me," ọ̀pá kiri ọ̀pá Moses, orí pé fi ọ̀pá yìí kan òkú wa lẹ́ẹ̀mẹ́ta ó sì gbọ́dọ̀ là. And the man will now hold his manhood and touch the woman 3 times for the woman to open her legs. And now they have 7 kids. When they have 7 kids, the man is not complaining. I'm not doing it again. I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand. I'm telling you, some people are very funny people. All right. So when you now come in marriage, you must do your responsibility as a man, as a husband. All right. And if you feel like okay, you're done with that one, and you don't need, you know what? I don't want to be I don't want to do my role as a husband anymore. I'm done. But your role as a father still remains. Your role as a mother is still there. So you still must to perform it. You cannot divorce your children. It is important. You can't. You cannot divorce your children. 7 kids. In action. 7. So you cannot. Okay. And if you decide to walk away from your kids and you say, okay, because you hate their mother and then we are getting divorced, then I'm walking away from everything. All right. It's a matter of, it's actually, you're going to cry later down the road because those kids are going to become somebody. And when they become somebody, you want to come into their lives. You want to come into their lives. And that's going to be a point where you're going to cry because you don't throw your kids away. Your kids, you don't throw them away. All right. They are part of you. That's your seed. And they're going to grow and germinate. And they're going to become big trees. And then by the time they start doing great things, you will want to come into their life. You will want to come into their lives. And when you want to come into their life, it's actually possible for them to shut you out. And some people will open the door onto you, but you're going to come into their life with shame. And that's not going to be right for you. All right. It's not going to be right for you. So that's why it's not compulsory that you have to be a husband forever. All right. Being a husband is not a do or die. It's not a forever thing. Being the wife is not a forever thing, but you have to be very intentional about being a parent. Being the father and being the mother is a kind of a responsibility that you must carry on until that kid is grown and has gotten to a place where he or she could actually feed herself and take care of herself, and then you can relax. And that time they can actually start coming in to give you things and all that stuff. All right. So you cannot prevent a man from seeing the kids. You cannot prevent a woman from seeing the kid. That is very, very immature of you to do such, because those kids belongs to the two of you, and you cannot use those kids as a weapon of fight. You can't fight with them. You can't. You cannot fight with kids. They are not equipment of fight that you fight between each other. You cannot. And that's why I always tell people, please stop saying bad things about your ex in front of the kids. Don't poison the mind of the kid towards their father. Don't poison the mind of the kids towards their mother. Some people do it a lot. That when the kids come to you, you start saying all manners of things that didn't happen. Oh, your mommy is a prostitute. Your mommy slept with my best friend. Your mommy slept with this person. Your mommy is a witch. Your mommy is a that. And you're putting it in the mind of these kids. And one thing you do not understand is that those kids are smarter than you think. All right? They're only looking at you, and they're looking at how stupid you are. Were you supposed to be telling me this? That's my mother. Even if she's a prostitute, it's still my mom. Even if you slept with your best friend, that's still my mother. All right? And don't go around and talk to your kids bad about their father. This and this and that. That's their father. It's a disgrace for them to hear that their father is like that. You don't do that. You don't do such. Those kids are smarter than you. They know exactly what is going on. They've seen it right from day one. They were part of it. They were looking at the way you guys were talking and shouting and all kinds. They know who is at fault. They know. If you ask them, they'll tell you. And that's why some of those young ladies will tell their mom, I think you should walk away from here. I think you should divorce my dad and just go and live your life in peace. And some of the girls will tell their dad too, say, I don't think you want to be with mommy. Mommy is not ready to be with you. I think you should go and look for someone else. All right. And then by the time you stay alone by yourself, those kids will be the one to advise your mom. I think you need to find a husband, or go get a friend, or go get a friend. All right. And that's it. And that's the way it should be. All right. Those kids, they're smart. They understand life better than us. All right. So the kind of level of exposure right from the womb is crazy. Those kids, the moment you give birth to them, they start using iPad. At age 0, you will be shocked. And then as they grow up, they start watching all of these cartoons and watching all of this stuff. They learn a lot from it. And then by the time they get to the age of 15, those kids are supermen and superwomen. And they're very brilliant and very knowledgeable. You think they just go to school and score 100% alone? You think they're dumb? They just go to school and score 100% and then the woman la America. Those are kids. Woman la America shiri. And they get to school like that, they look at you like, okay, yeah, let's get it done. They get it done, they're always on top of their class. And then they come to the house, then you think they're stupid? You think they're stupid? They're not. Those kids are brilliant. And they'll tell you exactly what to do at every point. If you take that opportunity just to ask your 15 years old or your 18 years old about your marriage, say, how do you judge me and your dad? That your 15 years old or 18 years old will tell you what to do. Say, Mom, keep quiet. Mom, you talk too much. Mom, you talk too much. You're always talking. It's time for you to keep quiet. Those kids will tell you the truth. You know, they'll tell their dad too, Dad, the way you're treating mom is not right. Or that's not the way a husband's supposed to treat the wife. You're supposed to love her. Even though that she's not perfect, you should love her. They know these things. Those young kids, they know it. So don't be an agent of destruction. All right? Don't be an agent of destruction by destroying the life of those young ones by fighting with them. Please don't fight with them. All right, you're not gonna find it easy. Or down the road, you're gonna create a monster, and the monster you're gonna create, you now start hearing about them later. Okay, just remember one thing: that your daughter is gonna be married to one innocent guy, and your son will marry one innocent girl. How do you want them to treat those people if you train them to be a bully? If you train them to be a kind of a mean person? All right, you need to let them understand that life is actually ups and downs. All right, but we survive by being good. By being good, we survive by being good. All right, and teach your children the way of the Lord, and when they grow up, they will not depart from it. Teach them the way of the Lord. When they grow, they will not depart from it. Always think about it. Your kids are actually going to learn from you. What they see you do as they grow up is what they're going to form into their life, and they're going to multiply it by 70 times. Your kids are more knowledgeable than you, more exposed than you. Your children, they will multiply whatever you give to them by 70. All right, now think about it. If you now show them to be a bully, how do you want them to live? All right, when they now get married to their own wives, they're actually going to bully their wives. You know, your kids are learning as a mother. How do you treat your husband? They're going to learn from you, and that's exactly what they're going to do when they grow up. All right, I always love kids that, you know, those kids that are inside of what do you call it, broken homes. Those children, you know, one thing they do is that they tend to keep to themselves, and then they tell themselves, I'm not going to go through this. This is not my portion. This is not how I want to live my life. At the age of 14, was those young ladies and those young boys, they already formed their own life the way they want to live. They don't want to live like daddy and mommy. They know it. They've been to school. They listen to stories in school. They watch movies and all kinds of stuff. They've been learning from them. So we also supposed to know that our children are watching us. They're watching you. Be truthful to them. Always remember that the life of those kids, you know, their life, their existence, and everything has been given to you by God, and they are not part of marriage. Always remember, those kids are not part of marriage. I'm saying it one more time. Those children, they are not part of marriage. They are not the kind of equipment that you use in fighting wars. You don't fight a battle with them. All right? You don't try to score points with them. Please, always remember, their life is difficult, is delicate, and they're growing. They're trying to form up their own lives. Don't destroy their lives for them. You can have marital situation in your home. You can have a fight between you and your husband. You know, keep it between the two of you. Keep that fight between the two of you. Don't bring the kids in there. Don't bring them in. All right, because they are going to be living their own life and you will be destroying their lives. Now let's read this particular letter from this young lady, and then we can break it down into pieces. As she said, Dr. Shola, good evening, sir. Please, sir, I really need you to help me post this. I want to know where I have gone wrong. Okay, my children's dad worked like 8 minutes to the children's school. That means that this man's office is about 8 minutes to the school of the children, and we live like 25 minutes to their school. Their house, that is where they live, is 25 minutes to the school. So they will drive 25 minutes to go to the school, and the man will drive 8 minutes to go to the job. All right. She's putting that there so that we'll know the distance. So he insisted the school, they are saying school within the neighborhoods are mushroom schools. He was the one who brought the idea up that those kids must go to that school because the school is better than the schools around the house. The man actually suggested, enforced, maybe, that my children will not go to the mushroom schools. My children will go to a better school that is actually very close to my office, and over there the school district is good, and that's where they are going to go. I only go that far to pick them up. I am a caterer, which makes my job flexible. With this subsidy, sir, it is draining me. All right, with the subsidy, it's draining her because the price of gas has increased and she must buy gas multiple times in a week. All right, now, so today I sent this to him to assist. Note, sir, he doesn't give me a dime for fuel or anything. I bought my car myself. All right, now, let's stop right here for a little bit. It's possible for her to buy a car herself because she's doing business and she doesn't leave the house, and the guy is the one working from outside. We don't know who is paying the bills. We don't know what. I don't know. What? Okay, I don't know who is paying the bills in the house. I don't know who is paying the rent. I don't know who is paying whatever in that home. But in this particular letter, she bought the car by herself. Okay, let's say fine. It's not always the responsibility of a man to buy a car for you. All right, it's not always the responsibility. If he doesn't have the money, he's paying bills in the house, paying house rent, he's paying all of that stuff, the children's school fees and all kinds of stuff. And you have decided that you want to be mobile, and then you bought a car by yourself from your business. I don't see anything wrong with it. It is not always the responsibility of a man to buy you a car. To buy you a car. We don't know. All right, but we're going to continue. So she sent the message, the message of the WhatsApp message that she sent to the husband. She said, please. Now, the very first thing here is please. PLS, please. You see, that's a word. That's a word of respect. Whenever you send a message to somebody and say please, it means that I am appealing to you. It means I am begging you. It means that I'm nicely asking. I am not angry. I'm not fighting. All I'm wanting is a favor. Please, you will pick the kid as I don't have fuel today at all. Okay, now this is a situation here. The lady is not saying I'm not going to pick my kids up. It's not like it's a burden for her, but she is looking for someone who, to relieve her. Now I don't have gas. Please, you will pick up the kids today. Your office is just 8 minutes to the school. All you need to do is just stop by, pick those kids up, and bring them to the house. And then she went further. She said, I am really counting down for them to vacate. That means that I cannot wait for them to stop going to school, so I will be able to save money. All right, I don't have business in town yet. I don't have business in town yet. Yet spend 50,000 weekly on fuel alone. I don't have business in town. That is, the business is not good at this time. There's no business in town. Everywhere is slow. Every business is slowed down right now. People are not buying anything. She's just doing cake. Who's going to buy cake now? Okay, nobody's celebrating birthday and all kinds of stuff. So she doesn't have money. Now remember, this man doesn't give her any money for upkeep. Doesn't give her a dime for anything. Okay, all right. So she said, I don't have the money to buy gas. 50K every week. I don't have it. All right. Now the man responded. After that, the man responded. The man said, I still day office, oh, never close yet. And then he now said, I'll be going to the gym when I close. All right. I paid for the gym, so I can't afford to miss any day. All right. Now, I want you guys to look at that mindset. If I am actually at the office and my wife should call me or message me and say, Shola, please, I don't have gas in my car. My kids are in school. Your kids are in school and they need to be picked up. Please help me to pick them up. I don't have enough money to buy gas and all kinds of stuff. Number one, it's possible for me to say, oh, sweetheart, I'm sorry about that. Can you please send me your Zelle information? I will Zelle you $50 for you to put gas in your car to go pick them up because I must to go to the gym. I'm really sorry I will not be able to pick them, but this is money for you. All right, that's number one. You know, any good responsible man will understand that this is what I'm supposed to do. All right, I will give you money for gas. Send me your Zelle information and Zelle $50 to you. Put gas in that car, drive to town, and I'm sorry I've not been giving you money, but from now on, I'm going to be giving you money to buy gas in the car to pick up the kids from school. Number two is that I'll look at the gym. I'll look at my kid. I'll look at the gym. I'll look at my kid. I'll tell myself, to hell with the gym. My kids first. I must make sure my kids are okay. I will take them all the way to the house 25 minutes, all right? And if I have enough time, I could drop them at home and then go back to the gym that I want to. The gym doesn't close on time. They're always there even in the middle of the night. I could go to the gym anytime I want to. So I will first of all pick my kids up and go all the way to the house because those are my kids. So if the wife says I'm not going, no gas, so you're going to leave your kids in school? You're going to leave your kid in school? I won't pick them up? I don't understand. Is your body, your chest and your muscle, are they important more than your own children? Do you even think about maybe their little kids? Maybe it's one for them to be hungry, that they must eat something. Do you even think about the safety of your children? That you want to pick the gym over your kids? The gym over your kids? That's nonsense right there. I don't think any man in the right state of mind should think like that. A man in the right state of mind is supposed to say, let me wire you some money, go pick them up, I'm sorry, this stuff is very important for me, let's go get it. Or you say to yourself, Jim, my kid, Jim, my kid. If anybody should ask me to pick over Jim and my kid, I will tell the money I pay to the gym to rot in there. I will tell the gym to rot in there. All right? I will pick up my kids first and go straight to the house and take care of business. All right? Maybe, okay, maybe this guy's gym is actually a special gym. Maybe the gym is a special gym, it's a kind of a playground that he already called the gym for the gym to make him a 40 roll with amala. Maybe that gym is got amala there. He's got amala there, and then he's going to go to the gym and eat amala. Okay? And after eating amala, then he can actually just exercise and enter into a kind of exercise, some push-ups and all kinds of some back rub and all kinds of stuff like that. And then some of this stuff he could do it, and some sucking of the breast. He could do all that kind of stuff just to make sure that he feels good. That's the gym. If that's the kind of gym he's talking about, he's still not wise. If you're talking about that kind of a gym, at least you still give your wife money to go pick up the kid. You cannot just say bluntly and say, no, I'm not going to go and keep my kid. I have to go to the gym. I have paid the money. I paid the money. You see? So that kind of a gym is actually not. Okay? And that's fine. And the woman said, really? Important than the kid? Gym important than the kids? That was what she said. And then finally the guy said, no carry demo. No go carry demo. Sit down there. They ask jam questions. You see what I'm saying? Even if there is a situation in the marriage, even if they have been fighting before, when it comes to the children, you're supposed to stop fighting. You need to settle your differences instantly. When it comes to those kids, you're supposed to shut up your mouth and forget about all the differences at home and go and be a father. It's your responsibility. Come on. That's your responsibility to do. If you can't do it, then why bring those kids to the world when you know you cannot take care of them? You know, For me, I don't know about you, but I'm going to open my telephone line right now. For those that would love to call him, because I know some people may have a different opinion about this stuff. They might have a different opinion, like that woman that I saw on Instagram. I saw one woman on Instagram that was talking nonsense. He's looking for boyfriend. 5505135. Okay. All right. The telephone number is actually at the bottom of the screen right now. You guys will see the telephone number at the bottom of the screen, so I can pick calls right now. I'll pick calls right. I didn't charge this thing. Hello?
Dr. Shala.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Do you want to contribute on the show?
Yes.
All right, go ahead.
I think, looking at the communication between the two of them, it says a lot about the maturity of the man.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, regardless of what's going on in your home, as a father,
yes,
when the kids are, stuck somewhere, even if they're not stuck somewhere, your wife has asked you to do her a favor, collecting the kids. She shouldn't even be in that position to be pleading for you to pick up your kids. They're both your responsibilities.
Yeah.
And for him to say, I have to go to the gym, I've paid for the gym and I don't want to miss.
Yeah.
It just goes to show his level of maturity.
Yeah.
It goes to show what kind of irresponsible. I'm sorry to say that.
No. That's the word. That's the word right there. He's a very irresponsible man.
Absolutely. What kind of an irresponsible man he is.
Yeah.
The woman, for her to pick up the phone and text, you could tell, you could read between the lines that she would have agonized about it and thought about it.
Yeah.
And for him to not even make an effort to meet her halfway.
Yeah.
And for him to choose the gym over his children. It's really sad and pretty irresponsible on his part. And
yes, ma'am.
It's shocking to see some of the comments that some of the women were making.
It was shocking to me also.
Exactly, talking about the way she was asking, what was she supposed to do?
What was she supposed to do?
Exactly, kneeling across the whole place to plead for him to pick up his kids that they had together.
Yeah.
Not just her kids.
Yeah.
His kids as well.
Yeah.
It just goes to show the level of men that we have out there.
Yeah, very funny people, very funny. This is one he came now here saying hear from the man rather than jump into conclusion. What do you want us to hear from the man? We are actually reading his text message here. This is his text message. This is what he wrote.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you very much for coming, madam. God bless you. You've made a good point.
So much. Thank you, Dr. Shala. You're doing a fantastic job. Thank you.
Thank you.
I just wish that a lot of our men would, take up the responsibility. I mean, what she's going through right now is exactly why I walked away from an 11-year relationship.
Wow.
2 boys. Father doesn't contribute a penny towards them.
Wow.
He only shows up whenever they have activities at school and then sends me messages afterwards to talk about what a wonderful mother I am, bringing up the kids. He's so proud of them when he doesn't even contribute nothing towards them. And I just hope our women have the courage to walk away from some of these men, because at the end of the day, what you're showing your kids as well, is important, because you're showing them that it's okay for them to see their fathers as irresponsible human beings, because that's what they grow up to be at the end of the day as well. So,
I know.
God help us all. Thank you so much, Dr.
Thank you. God bless you. All right. Hello? 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 Oh, sorry. So we're still gonna expect more calls. They're gonna come in. You see what I'm saying? I really don't think we should hear from any man. I personally, like I said, no matter what is happening, regardless of what is happening in the home, children are not part of marriage. You don't fight with kids. When those kids are in school and you need to pick them up, you go pick them up. And when you get to the house and after the kids are settled, you can continue fighting and continue doing what you're doing. You can continue your reaction and continue doing whatever it is that you're doing right there. Okay? So, but the moment kids are involved, that's emergency right there. Now, that's emergency right now that you must take care of first. You must rush to take care of that part of it. And then when you get home, you drop the kids off, and then you can now start fighting again until you guys are able to settle. If you don't want to settle it, that's fine. That's between you and your husband or your wife. All right. But when we talk about children, you are responsible. You are a father. That's why they call you a father. You're a responsible. You should be a responsible father, not just over a sperm donor. Hello?
Hello, sir.
Yes, hello, madam.
Yes,
good evening. You want to contribute on the show?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, ma'am.
So I like to say that, first of all, there's a communication gap in the relationship, which is one of the things that, in fact, the major thing that every marriage having problems now is really facing, the area of communication, where you are dealing with somebody who is immature, just like the previous caller said, and you find it very difficult to get your message across without feeling like you are stepping on the person's toes. There are lots of women in marriages that find it hard to express how they feel, or how, the fact that they need help from a man, because the man is already set in his ways and the ego. Imagine someone comparing the fact that he paid money at a gym and talking to his wife like, if you like, no, go carry them from two. What's that? What's that? Seriously, because before they got to that point, Pastor Shola, let me give you like a scenario of how I see that marriage. That is a marriage where the woman is taking, if I am not 90% of the responsibilities in that home. I'm telling you, I'm so sure of that.
Yeah.
And by the time it's draining her and she's deciding to say, okay, let me speak up, let me ask for help, the guy will not be like, help from where? Well, go do this thing, Jare. You went on the read this thing before. Why should I help you? Because I mean, she's complaining about 12. Baba, they go gym. Baba get money to go pay for gym. What the heck is that? It's alarming, it's annoying. So that communication is already, you can see it in the way the text messages. What I would have loved to see from a man who is mature and responsible would be, okay, she says she needs him to pick from the gym and all that. She'll be like, babe, and I wanted to go to gym today. Okay, no problem. Okay, I'll pick them up, And if he feels like the way she sent a message to him, all of a sudden changing his plans of going to the gym is not appropriate. It's something that when you get to the house, you pick the children up, you go, because that is what is priority. The children are priority. You pick the children up, you go back to the house, and then you sit your wife down in the secret place, like you always say. Babe, I don't really like how you just, spoil I already had plans to go to the gym, meet up with my friends, discuss one or two with one guy.
Yes.
I don't really like it. Okay, if this fuel is an issue, what do you think we should do?
Yes.
Maybe 2-3 days you go out, you need to increase the money. That is the best thing to do. And I assure you, when you have that kind of communication with your spouse, she will apologize. Women, how does
she doesn't even have any apology for anything. Like, she has done anything wrong.
I get that part, but if he feels like his plans were, depending on whatever plans he had to do at the gym, there's always a place to say, okay, I'll come in my being.
I want you to talk about giving money. The woman is only doing business, not getting salary. Business people don't make money all the time. All right?
Business people don't make salary all the time.
No.
That's why I'm saying that. Communication is an issue in that marriage.
Oh, yeah.
In a case where the lady has been the one taking up, because imagine her saying she bought the car, imagine her complaining about fuel. That's to tell you that she bought her car, she paid for fuel. I can assure you she's also paid for fuel to put in the generator in that house.
Maybe.
She's taking up stuff because she's getting money, business and all that. Those kind of men, they will just relax. Even though they will relax. That's why he has money to go and pay for.
You see, that man is not going to the gym to look good alone. He's looking good. He's going to the gym to look good, to go and toast other women outside.
Of course, because he has seen the level playing ground to do that.
Oh yeah, that's why he's going. That's why he's doing it. Your wife know they go gym. You know if you go gym.
Yeah, Bio, gym olori buruku. What's gym? So I mean, it's really, really annoying, sir. Because all these kind of issues, before you know it, she's stressed, she's drained. Because if you are a partner in your marriage,
yeah,
you partner with your wife to get things done. What will it take for her to go and pick the children? Because there's already planned. But if it's the woman paying for buying fuel, my sister in Port Harcourt pays 25K per week to put fuel in the car. I can imagine what somebody is doing in Lagos.
Just imagine, this is the first time she's asking. She has been picking the kids up all this while. She's been doing it all this while, never asking one kobo, never asking to pick up. But this one, just this time, please pick up the kids today. That's it,
And another thing I want to address is the fact that in marriage, sometimes we give men the room to do all sorts. Like, I don't know how to put it. Somebody said to me that the room you give to my son is talking for us. Somebody said that the room you give to men, is how many?
We can't hear you again.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
So some people say that the room you give to a man is, or however you start with a man is what you will get or something. I don't know how to put that up. Like, however you start with a man, you don't say it as it is. You cover up for mistakes and stuff.
It is well. Thank you very much, madam, for calling on the show. We really appreciate your contributions, ma'am. All right, the telephone is open for those who would love to call in. I want you guys to just see my point here is that it doesn't matter your relationship with your wife. It doesn't matter your relationship with your husband. It doesn't matter. I don't care about if your communication is good or if it's not good. In as much that this is about kids, about your children, you don't use kids to fight. You don't use your children to make points. All right, you go pick those kids up, take them to the house, and then you guys can continue whatever it is that you're doing. All right, that woman, she has been picking up the kids before by herself without calling him. All right, and that was why she said in the text that I cannot wait for them to vacate so that we'll be able to save money. They stay home, so I won't be going out anymore. And he's not giving her any money to buy gas in the car. All right, I'm not sure, probably is the one giving them school fees. I'm not sure, but I believe somebody's paying school fees. Hello?
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir. How are you doing today?
I'm fine, thank you, sir.
Good. You want to contribute on the show?
A brief, yes, sir, a brief one, very short one.
Go ahead, sir.
For example, this man is very responsible.
Okay.
In as much as the children are involved, even if you have any issue with the mother, you have to let that one be aside. Because the kids are involved. I'm separated with the mother of my daughter.
Okay.
But anytime she calls me, in as much as it is related to my daughter, I will leave whatever I'm doing. Last month, my daughter had an exchange program in London. She was she traveled with her school from Germany to London. She spent 3 days in London. And she called me. She said, my daughter has to be at the airport. The teacher said they have to meet at the airport by 6:30 in the morning. She will not be able to meet up. I said, don't worry. I will come to your house in the night. I will pick her up. I will take her to my house. I will leave very early in the morning
and drive out to the airport.
Which I did.
Wow.
So, and
and you guys are no longer together.
We are not. We are separated.
Wow.
So, but as long as it's related to my daughter, I will leave whatever I'm doing.
Wow.
Then the return ticket, the flight was they are meant to arrive at the airport in Germany by 10:55 p.m.
Yes.
I went to the airport by 10:55 p.m. to wait for her. Before they cleared the immigration and everything, it was around 11:30 p.m. Before I got to my house, it was around 12 a.m. or 12:30 a.m. So she passed the night at my place. Then the next day,
you drop her off at the mom's side. Wow.
So the mother even thanked me.
Yeah, she will.
So,
she will thank you. You have done well, my brother. Even though you guys are not together.
You don't have to thank me. I told her, you don't have to thank me.
Because that's your daughter, right?
Yes, she's my daughter. You don't have to thank me. Whatever I'm doing
is your responsibility. Oh, I know.
Once the issue of the child or the kids are involved, you don't have to look at the mother.
No.
You're doing it for yourself. Whatever you are doing for your child, you are doing it for yourself.
For yourself.
You're helping the mother. Thank you very much.
Oh, I really love your contribution today. God bless you, man. Thank you. Bye-bye. You see? That's what I'm saying. It's possible for marriage not to work, but parenting must work. It must work. You must make sure it works. Those kids are not the one who offend. They have not offended you. Their mother may not be good. Their father may not be good. But those kids are your kids. You should do anything for them. Anything. You have to make sacrifice. Thank God it's not me that is saying this right now. So that they will think that I'm the one that is crazy. Oh, he's always supporting women. I am not always supporting women. I support good things. I support the truth. I support the truth. It doesn't matter where. I remember my daughter was in school. I dropped her off in school like around 7:45. I drove all the way home. And then they called me. And it was like, she didn't bring lunch to school. I left everything I was doing to go back with lunch. Hello?
Hello?
Hello, sir.
Pastor Shola, how are you doing, sir?
I am doing great. And you?
I'm doing fine.
All right.
I just want to say thank you for everything you've been doing, sir. We really appreciate how you'll be guiding our men and women on your platform.
We thank God.
On this particular case, I just wanted to say that sometimes these women don't really paint the true picture of what is going on.
Okay.
I saw the post on your platform, and something tells me the woman is just trying to play victim by using the kids as an excuse.
Okay.
Although the way the man sounded, it sounds kind of rude, and I want to believe that there is something going on before he replied his wife that the wife should go pick up the kids.
Yeah.
I live here in America, just like you, and my wife work morning shift, I work evening shift.
Okay.
Sometimes I am the one who is doing all the run around kids in the morning when they get off school.
Yeah.
But there are days when I might have something that I want to do for myself.
Yeah.
And sometimes my wife will still insist that I have to do it. It's my job. It's my kids. If I don't go pick them up, then we should leave them there.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, this is not supposed to be the case.
Yeah.
You know, I'm doing all I have to do. But this one time I have to do something for myself. You don't have to throw it at me like that if I don't go get the kids, then I should just leave them right there where they are.
Okay.
So sometimes we don't have issue. We've been doing this for over 10 years now.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying that.
No, sir, there is an issue. There is an issue that you guys have not dealt with yet. If the marriage is beautiful, if my wife, if I say to my wife right now as I am, if I should get up right now and I tell my wife, I won't be able to actually go and pick the kids up. Please help me to pick them up. She will tell me, okay, sir. And she will go. There's something in that marriage yet that you've not actually dealt with. For your wife to say, no, it's your job, go pick them up. There's still something that you guys have not talked about. There is nobody in the right state of mind, sir. They're seeing you do this thing every day. And then today, you are now saying, please, can you please help me? That the person will not say, oh, no, don't worry about it. I'll go pick them up. You must be having something serious to go and attend to. There is something that is going on before that you guys have not dealt with. That's why she's acting the way she's acting.
Now you just made my point, sir. That's what I'm trying to say, that the husband probably has some things going on with the wife.
Yeah.
He refused to go pick up.
No, we all knew that, but it's not supposed to be. That's what we're saying. We all knew that there's something wrong, but it's not supposed to be using children as a weapon to fight. The moment they call you, go and pick up the kid, and the kids are 8 minutes to you, you will first of all forget about the situation at home. And then you pick the kids up first, and then you can now start fighting after that. That's our point, sir.
Pastor, remember, this woman said
Yeah.
She has a car.
She said she doesn't have money to put gas in the car. The car is not going to drive itself all the way down there, sir. And the man doesn't give her money.
Uncle Shola,
yes, sir.
Some of these women,
I'm not believing some of them, sir. I've been counseling people now for I don't know how many years, 15 years now. I've counseled about 13,000 couples in my life, sir. And if by now I don't understand women, I must be a fool. And if by now I don't understand men, I must be stupid. I'm supposed to go and resign my work and go sleep at home, sir. I understand the game so well. What I'm just telling you right now is that don't use children to play games. If your wife is saying I'm not picking up the kids, and then you guys are fighting, you just go pick them up, bring them to the house, and then continue your fight. Don't use kids. Never leave kids and say you're going to the gym. Never. And that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying women don't play games. I'm not saying they don't have tricks, sir. I know they do. If they want to get your attention, they know how to do it. But when it comes to children, you can do it with money. You can do it with this one, do it with this one. But don't do all this game with kids. Never play that game with kids. The kids, they didn't ask you that they are coming. You brought them to this world. So no matter what you do, you must to make sure you attend to them first before any other thing. That was my point, sir.
Agreed. I agree with you 100%. So I agree. I just feel like sometimes the women need to tell the full story. Don't just come to this platform and paint the men as the dark sheep of the family. That's just my point, sir. Thank you very much. God bless you, sir.
God bless you. Thanks for contributing, sir. All right. All right. I really don't think the man is being painted as a black sheep. I just believe that the response of the guy is not supposed to be. That response is not supposed to be. Even if you are fighting, we should deal with that stuff, and then we continue. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, hello, sir. Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, sir.
I would like to contribute to the show, sir.
Go ahead.
Yeah. I don't agree with the last caller.
Okay.
Because judging by the evidence we have,
yeah,
the WhatsApp screenshot,
yeah,
it shows that the guy definitely don't understand what's going on, because we're talking about your own children.
Your own children.
That it's not negotiable.
Yeah.
Because the number one, they'll be stranded in school. The other kids would have been gone, and they would be by themselves. That alone would drive me mad. My children are by themselves. I need to be there.
I need to be there.
I need to.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
So, hearing the wife unable to make it to collect the children,
yeah,
you should be up 100% right away. Like non-negotiable. I have to be there.
Yeah.
And the fact that it was going to gym, I don't think it was actually going to gym.
Where did you think it was going? Over Losino, right? You're the one that said that to know me.
No, we truly need to investigate, because gym can wait.
Gym can wait, you know that, yeah.
It's not going to change overnight.
No, it's not changing overnight, yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. You won't get the muscle overnight now.
Exactly. Something is wrong somewhere,
Yeah.
A few minutes from your office to the children's school.
Yeah.
Rush back to the gym if you have to.
If you have to, just 25 minutes drive. That's not too much.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Stop putting the life, the kids, situation or welfare on the line.
Yes.
100%.
Yes.
So that's my
wow, you have just made my day, sir. Thank you very much for this contribution, man.
Thank you very much.
God bless you. Bye. And we're not saying that there is no other side to this story, as in like, okay, it's possible for them to have been having problem in the relationship that they have not solved yet. But the responsibility of a father is still there. You just have to make sure you do it. All right. You don't run away from your responsibilities as a father, and even as a mother also. But mothers sometimes, like 80% of the time, mothers are always there. There are some bad mothers too, but 80% mothers are good mothers. They always make sure that they hold on to their kids, no matter what. And I'm telling you, if that guy refused to go pick up those kids, that woman will go and borrow money, put gas in the car and drive all the way down there, 25 minutes and then 25 minutes back to pick our kids. Sending a letter in is just only for her to ask, is there anything I've done wrong? Based on this message, I don't see anything you've done wrong. You know what I'm saying? But that woman will still go and pick up the kids. You will see. We're going to hear it. That woman will still borrow money, put gas in the car, and go and pick up those kids. Or maybe she will just take a bus and go all the way down there just to pick up her kids. Because there is no way she will want her kids to suffer. You don't want kids to suffer because I'm fighting with somebody. No. There is no way women are. In the moment they hear, and it's so crazy. I don't understand God the way He has done it. There was a time I was in a place and one woman said, "Oh, I gotta go," and I was like, "Why? Don't be in a hurry." She said, "Oh, my baby's at home. Whenever she's crying, that my breast will be leaking." I couldn't believe that. I've never heard about that in my life. That was the first time that when the breast is leaking, it means that the baby is crying at home. And there's a connection right there. And she quickly did what she had to do and she rushed all the way back home. All right. So women are like that. They're connected. They're very connected with their babies, their kids. They will do anything to make sure that those kids come to safety. All right. They come to safety. They will do anything just to make sure. And that's what we are advising our men to do also. All right. Probably when the kids are crying, maybe your penis will die. Maybe we should tell God, say, whenever the babies are crying, let their penis just die. And when the penis die, they will know how to go home. Or something or something like that. All right. Let's pick up this call. Hello.
Dr. Shola?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. See, as I read the stuff on your page,
yeah,
I think that man is a very selfish individual.
I know, sir.
Yeah, he's a very selfish individual. You'll walk 8 minutes away from your kid's school.
Yeah.
You shouldn't even be told to pick those kids up.
Yeah.
You understand? And then if your wife is now not in the position to pick them up, which from the write-up, that means she's been doing it all along.
Yeah.
So she asked for your favor.
For one time, yeah.
And your comment or your response is you pay for gym that you can't miss a day.
Yeah.
Olua.
You know Zobeza. Olua.
That's a very selfish.
That's a selfish person there. That's a selfish. It doesn't matter what the quarrel is about. It doesn't matter when they're having unrest in the home. When it comes to the matter of the children, you're supposed to get up.
It's even a thing of joy to do kids run, especially when they're coming back from school, because that's the time everybody sits in the car and I ask
questions.
Yeah. How was your day? Tell me what happened. Did anyone bully you?
Yeah.
Did anyone talk to you the way you like?
Yeah.
Learning class today.
Uh-huh.
That little drive from home, 25 minutes, 30 minutes, or whatever.
It means a lot. It means a lot.
And then I play some old school R&B music. For my kids. My kids know Elton John. They know like a bunch of old school people.
Yeah.
And sing along and just get home.
Oh my God.
Selfish. And if you think you're a man,
why?
You think you're a man,
and my brother, do you have a little brother looking for a wife?
No, I've been on your life before.
No, do you have a little brother looking for a wife?
No, they're all married.
We need them. We need them to give to good women here because they will behave well like you are doing right now.
I came on your life one night.
I remember this voice. I do. I remember.
Another thing is another thing I don't understand. If a man thinks he's a man, he wants to go to the gym.
Yeah.
Kokoma, buy your gym equipment, keep for house.
Keep for house now. Put on your garage.
It's kind of coming between you picking up your kids and going to the gym.
Yes, sir.
Understand? Get a couple of dumbbells, get a couple of racks.
Yes, sir.
And then that's it. Now, big boy. Now, if you don't take it, big boy, I'm not going to go gym now.
Now, big boy, they go gym. Now, Mugu, they pay gym. What if you do it for house? You know, yeah.
20 times in a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Get a couple of racks, dumbbells, and everything. Choose your kids over gym.
I know. Yeah.
That's what I have to say.
God bless you, my brother. Thank you very much, sir. You've contributed well. All right. Oh my God. I love these men that are calling today. These men are wonderful men. You know, the other day I checked how many men are on my page, and I found that I have more men on my page than women. I was shocked. I was like, wow, nobody you with this. You know, I have more men listening to me, more men. You guys won't believe it. Oh, Instagram is about to go. I'm going to start a new Instagram, okay? It's about to drop right now. All right, let me just... oh God, I don't want this to happen, but it has happened anyway. Let's start a new one, a new video for Instagram people. Okay. Right, and then right there. Okay. You know, I have more men. I have more men on my network than women. And you won't believe it, that out of 187 watching right now on Facebook, another 200 people watching on Instagram, you know, we're talking about more men listening. All right. Hello.
Hey.
Another man. See, another man just called right now. Hello, what's up, brother?
Yeah, good day to you, Pastor Shola, and good day to everybody on the platform.
Yeah.
Yeah, so even though I just bumped into the broadcast not too long ago, but I think I have a bit of the gist.
Yeah.
Well, for me, if I were the man, I would be picking those children every day.
You'll be picking them every day.
My children every day. And it will be a very good time to know what's happening with them at school and just be involved more in their lives, and they'll be able to open up to me and tell me a lot of things. You know why
I believe you? You know why I believe you? I've seen the connection between you and your daughter. Yeah, I've seen it. The connection between you and your daughter. And that shows me that you are a good father, and you will be a good father until you die. I've seen it. I've seen the way you carry your daughter. I see it.
Thank you, Pastor Shalom.
Yeah.
Thank you. So that's my own contribution. The man should just man up and just be picking those kids.
I'll pick them up.
The gym time. Yeah, the gym time. You know, he can go back to the gym after he drops them at home. And go back to the gym. He has paid for gym for a month. So what? Can't you go to the gym in the evening time?
Yeah.
Go down
and the kids. I think the kids close around 3, right? The kids, they close around 3 o'clock. Pick them up, bring them to the house, and then go back to the gym. You know? Hello? Oh, internet. All right. That's good. And anybody that's wanting to call, I see that men are calling today, which is good. Because one thing I notice about men is that, you know, so many of the men on my page, they know what is right. The moment they start hearing all of these jargons, they're going to call. They're going to set you right. All right, there are some terrible men out there, and almost gaffe men who don't care. All they do is come and be party, wearing native everywhere. They don't even know the name of the school of their kids. Do you know that some men don't even know the grade their children are? Ask some of the men, say, grade what? This is your kid. Grade what is he in? They don't even know. What is the name of your son's school? They don't know. They don't have any idea. How much is your son paying in school fees monthly? They don't have any idea about it. They will just be telling you, I'm paying bills, I'm paying bills, I'm paying bills. Which bill are you paying? So when you are paying bills, every other thing must actually be on standstill. I'm not wearing lipstick, so don't go by me. No lipstick at all. You know, I'm paying bills, I'm paying bills. Which bill are you paying? Go and sleep somewhere. You know? Hey, there's so many men on this network. Very good men on this network. A lot of good men. Actually, they won't be on this network if they're not good. Bad men don't come to my page. They don't, because they know waiting then go here. They know waiting then go here. The bad men don't come. Only good men come here. Good men, they come, they stay, they contribute on the show. Some of them will not contribute. They'll come and send a message behind and say, Pastor Shola, you're doing a good job. And that's it. But the bad ones will be there, almost cafe men. I pay bills. I pay. Which bill are you they pay? That sleep somewhere, John. and sleep somewhere. We can't sleep anymore because you are paying bill. The bill that your wife could pay, you will pay that bill without thinking. You're paying bills, you're paying bills. Like this is only bill guilty, Bill Clinton. You will pay bills 24/7. You know, this is just uncalled for. You know, let us call a spade a spade. Let's hit the nail on the head. Let's hit the nail on the head. When you have done well, we say you've done well. When you have not done well, we tell you have not done well. Okay? And if you have not done well, go back and retrace your step and do the right thing. Some men are out there, they know the right thing, but they just refuse to do it because they just want to have that freedom and put women in bondage. You know, and put women in bondage. It is the same women. Me, I always think about women. It's the same women, they will pray to find a husband. They will pray to stay in the husband's house. They will pray to be loved. They will pray. They will cook, they will clean, they will do all manners of things. All because they want to be married. And these men will just take it they take it for granted. They just take it like, okay, is the one looking for husband? Or there's a rock on here? And stuff. Let's pick up this call. Hello?
To me again. Hello?
Yeah, hello, sir.
Yeah. So I wanted to say something, right?
Go ahead.
It really hurts my soul when I hear men say, listen, oh no, they can't keep their kids, they can't watch their kids. Oh, it's undoable, it's stressful. It's just that they don't want to do it. Period.
Yeah.
If their lives depended on it,
they just won't do it.
They will do it.
They will do it.
I live in New York City. I have 4 kids. I raised my kids from infant.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So they grew up, no daycare.
Uh-huh.
Of course, 2 kids were going to daycare, and that thing was taking like almost 2,000 something. We were just walking and giving the daycare lady.
Yeah.
You understand? And when I come to pick the kids up from daycare, my kids are crying.
Yeah.
You understand? I said to myself, listen, I know it's going to be a lot. My wife was like, don't do it because I work the night shift.
Yeah.
I work the night shift. And she said, don't do it. I was like, listen, I don't think this ever can care for these kids better than me and you. You understand? Since you work 9 to 5 and I work the night shift.
Yeah.
I've kept my kids ever since then. And any money that was meant to go for the daycare used to buy stock for the children.
Yeah.
Even my kids don't go to the barber. I have to learn how to cut their hair. My boys, I have 3 boys and 1 girl.
Yeah.
Every time I cut their hair, I buy them some stock.
Hmm.
Yes, and so any man who is not taking care of the kids,
yeah,
say it's a big deal. Now,
yeah.
Chief, like when I mean, my wife had these kids with C-section. So whenever she gives birth, no family around.
Yeah.
I care for my wife.
That's it.
You find you on the other babies.
But so your wife is not a Nigerian, right?
No, she's Nigerian. I'm Igbo. She's Ondo.
She's Ondo. Oh, okay. All right. See, I just intentionally asked though, so that they will know. So that they will know. They will not be saying, "Oh, it's maybe because his wife is American." No.
No, my wife is Ondo. She came here when she was 8 years old. And she hasn't been back. But she speaks Ilaluchi. She speaks Ilaluchi. She speaks the real Ondo language.
Now, when you guys are saying Igbo people are egocentric, this is Igbo man talking here.
In my next life, if I can retain my memory, I will find my wife and marry her.
You should marry her all the way. You see what I'm saying? This is Igbo man talking here. So many of you Igbo people over there, Igbo men that are very egocentric and so just bullying your wife. This is an Igbo man here, well enlightened, well exposed. He's taking care of his wife, taking care of his kids.
I will marry that woman over and over again.
Okay.
That's it. Like I said, the lady is watching the live. There's no excuse whatsoever when it comes to your kids. Even if you guys are not in good terms, if you guys are planning to break up, that's your business. The kids should not be involved. You guys, the kids should be priority. You understand? Like I said, the man should man up.
Sandra is asking you if you have a little brother that wants to be married.
No, my brother.
He said it before. He said his brothers are married. You guys just like better thing. You know, be team.
No,
all right. God bless you, man. Thank you. All right. All right. So that's it. That's it right there. I think the best thing for us is to go back to the drawing table. Go back to the drawing table, guys. I'm telling you, back to the drawing table. As men, there is nothing so glorious like you being the life of your children. Let them grow with you. There's nothing so glorious in you become the first boyfriend of your daughter. There's nothing as beautiful as that. That your daughter will see you more like a boyfriend, and she can tell you all things. And when she's coming from you, she got a story for you. And when she get back from school, there's a drawing of daddy and her holding hands and walking and the moon somewhere and the sunlight somewhere and all kinds of, and then she'll give it to you. And every time she goes to school, if they ask them to draw something, she's always drawing daddy and herself. Daddy and herself. Daddy, it's a beautiful moment. It's a beautiful moment. I'm not going to lie to you. If you allow your daughter to grow with you as a man, and allow your son to grow with you as a man also, you will see how beautiful it is. It's very beautiful. Your wife she doesn't need to tell you that pick up the kids before you even volunteer to say, I'll pick those kids up. I'll pick those kids up. All right. You just pick them up and bring them to the house. And that's just going to give them a foundation. It's going to give them a foundation to love, a foundation to understand life. All right. You and your wife, you guys could go and hide somewhere and fight your fight, but don't extend that fight to the kids. Don't use the kids as excuse to fight. Don't use them. Don't fight with them. Those innocent kids, they're angels, man. They're angels, man. God has given them to you to be their father and their mother. All right. Do it well. Do it well. Don't let marriage get into your way. Don't let marriage get into your way of taking care of your kids. All right. They are supposed to be the angels of your life. I don't know how you feel. When I look at my little daughter, I just look at her. I was like, whoa. She would draw pictures of myself and herself all the time. All the time. All right. So that's it. So thank you very much, everybody. Thank you to all of my callers today. Thank you for calling. I really appreciate you guys. And please go back to the drawing table. Let's do the best we can. All right. Thank you very much for the badges. I really appreciate that. And go back to the drawing table. All right. Go and do the right thing. When you're fighting, please, if that young man is watching and the woman is watching, please go back home. Sit your husband down and let him understand that you're not ready to fight anymore. Whatever it is that is the problem in your marriage, go and fix it. And when you fix it, everything's going to be right. All right. So thank you very much, everybody, for coming. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. Peace out. All right. Let Instagram have a beautiful day. All right. Instagram got to go first. And then, oh no. Is it? Yeah. Let's go to subscriber. And then let's